Tears of the Kingdom is not an easy game, but it's also not a hard one. While there are certainly things that have been made more difficult from its predecessor, such as harder enemies, more elaborate traps, and more in-depth boss fights, the game also compensates for this by providing you with a massive amount of options and freedoms to solve problems in whatever ways you want to. This means that with the right skills, motivations, and intelligence, you can solve pretty much any combat without having to even get close to danger. Unfortunately, I do not have any of the prior mentioned skill or intelligence.
We're recording right now though, so we'll at least get to record whatever the heck happens here. Bombs away!
Motivation, maybe, but, well, motivation is only one piece of the pie to success. But that was not going to deter me. I might be someone who has a lot to learn and a large uphill battle to becoming the greatest Tears of the Kingdom player in the world, but a journey filled with failure is nothing more than a path that has clear milestones for you to overcome. There might be players out there who have already speedrun the game and beat it several times over, but comparison is the thief of joy. This isn't about their journey, it's about mine. And it was time to learn through the world's greatest teacher. Failing over and over again until I got it right.
Oh! What do we got over here? What is this? What are you? What are you? Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me remember the controls. All right. Let's play rush this guy. Come on. Why won't it let me jump back? What's happening? Oh, because of the delay. I have to adjust with the delay. Well, yeah, now what you gonna do? You got something to do now? Got him. Okay, that felt like a little bit of overkill. What is that thing? A soldier construct. We've learned what it was. All right. Apple. Okay, Link. How hard did Link get hit on the head? He's got to remember what an apple is. He's like, I don't remember what this is. Like, I don't know. What is it? An apple. He doesn't even have the Sheikah slate to tell him. Like, that's it. He doesn't have a Sheikah slate anymore. So, like, the implication is he really is just, like, remembering what these things are because he got hit on the head so hard. Oh, every inch of me wants to jump off here. Should I? It obviously wants me to go that way, but what's the fun in that? I've learned that I made a mistake. I thought it was gonna let me like start skydiving or something.
Now, at this point, I was beginning to realize the delay I was getting due to playing through my capture software was taking my already mediocre gaming skills and amplifying them. But that would not deter me. I was beginning to adapt, and although there were a few difficult moments that kind of put me in an awkward situation...
Climb up this wall and get out of here. Hold on.
Did they throw a rock at me? I was getting the hang of things. Until, that is, I received the new mechanic of the game.
Ultra Hand!
Ultra Hand? Such a silly name. Thank you. Really? Ultra Hand is what they call that?
What is Ultra Hand in Japanese? In Japanese. I gotta know. Give me some. Let's see.
ウルトラハンド
I was hoping it would sound cooler in Japanese.
Now, Ultra Handu is pretty much the bread and butter of this game. It allows you to move things, combine them together, rotate them, build with it. To be honest, it's pretty much the Sheikah slate from the previous game, but all in one. And you'd think that would make the game easier to play, but somehow...
You guys remember when you said earlier that when I become a famous streamer, I'm showing you right now why I do not have the skills to become a famous streamer. Okay, now fall backwards, please. Do not fall forward!
I managed to only use this super versatile tool to make the game much harder on myself.
And now we have a bridge. We did it.
And I would use this tool to accidentally kill myself again.
And I will prove it to you. I can for sure not make that joke.
And again.
We do not have any more stupid death. No.
And again.
No, climb. Pressed climb, and he just moved forward instead, and that's That's how it be.
Honestly, at this point, I was beginning to struggle so much that I was actually beginning to genuinely get discouraged. And I was impressed with how many unique ways I had managed to die in the tutorial of the game. And this frustration began to lead to a lot of very stupid small mistakes.
I've created the truly perfect boat where nothing can go wrong. Please let me jump this. Well, there it goes. I have to be the world's worst Tears of the Kingdom player. I've got it, right? I have to be the world's worst player. Yeah, oh, and I got dragged into the current. All right, bye. This is just kind of sad. Oh!
And so, yes, at this point, I was beginning to lose faith in myself. I had played Breath of the Wild, I knew how to play games, but I was beginning to realize that I had so little time to play any kind of video games these days that I had legitimately gotten rusty. And I was just not good at video games anymore. But there's only two things you could do when facing failure. You could turn around and walk away, and always know you couldn't overcome it, or you can buckle down, look it in the eye, and say with all of the determination in your soul, I'm not that washed up, buddy. And I will be proving that I am not the world's worst Legend of Zelda player today.
God, thank you. Oh my God. I'm the best gamer in the world. I am an absolute legend. Got him.
See, look how I've improved.
All right, got him. Okay, there we go. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Nailed it. I am, however, no coward. We are going to fight these guys. I'm not just going to run from them. All right, I got two of them. Come on, take your shot. Let's go. Yeah, okay. I'm learning. There we go. And that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. No issues, no problems, easy peasy. There was no difficulty there.
Now, at this point, my spirits were legitimately lifting. I was learning, I was improving, and most importantly of all, I was overcoming the massive obstacle of self-doubt. In fact, I was even learning to deal with stupid mistakes with a more positive attitude.
Helpful when it comes to figuring it out. Let's do it. Okay, they snapped on. Wait! Okay. Well, we figured out how they work.
But now, with all of this, I had one last thing to achieve. I had to actually get out of the tutorial. I began proving that the limitations were something I could truly overcome. And I was right at the precipice of success, too. All I had to do was overcome my largest obstacle, my own ignorance.
The bean. The bean of power.
In case any of you were wondering, that's like a tier. You know, like Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, it took longer than I'm willing to admit to realize this.
The bean! The bean!
And I called it the bean for far longer than I should have. Anyways, at this point we met Princess Zelda. She remained cryptic as always, and we gained new time traveling abilities. And now we were on our way to completing the tutorial. All we had to do was stay calm and stay confident, and trust in our now finally honed and trained abilities.
What's the worst that could happen? Why would you say that? Why would you say that out loud? Why would you type that?
Well, abilities of decently honed and trained nature, anyways. But after a small side quest to increase my health pool in order to open a mysterious door...
Looks like it is. All right, cool.
We were now home free. We had done it. We had completed the tutorial of the game. Look, I know saying that seems extremely unimpressive and okay, it kind of is, but I think there's a lesson to be learned from it. I'm a pretty busy guy. I don't get the chance to play games like this anymore. And the chance to be able to stream this was a blessing, but also in some ways, a legitimate curse. Because as much as I had been looking forward to this game, I was now realizing in front of a live audience that I just wasn't very good at video games anymore. My adult life was catching up with me, and that was a really depressing and sobering thought. And even despite that, I improved, I learned, I grew, and that's all I try to do in my regular life. So to do it in a game successfully, it really does fill me with a warm feeling I'm not certain I can describe. And truthfully, the struggle was all worth it. Because at the end of the day, I got to know I had progressed. I had finally got to literally dive headfirst into the game. Many times in life we get discouraged because we can't be good at the things we wish we could be. We don't get to practice, we don't get to spend time, and we become disheartened. But we have to realize something, that we can do things for ourselves. We don't always have something to prove. Sometimes, the person you need to have the most patience and love for is yourself. And isn't that a wonderful feeling?